Hi friends, it's Iris here, and today I want to show you how to build cool and cheap ring light. Look at me, look at my face, how well illuminated it is, and those beautiful circles in the eyes, huh? So why would you want to build a ring light yourself? To save some money and because you really don't need it. That was my case. That was one thing I really wanted, but I didn't want it to spend like 80 to 100 euros just to have one, and I really don't use it. If you are some girl doing makeup tutorials or your face is really important being close to camera, it's nice to have. It gives you a good look, but it's not essential for me, but I just like the way it looks and I found it really cool, but I didn't want it to spend money. Let's quickly jump into history, how I got to this idea. Many moons ago, I was going in a shop past that wild aisle where's all the crazy stuff like random things you can buy, and I stumbled upon these LED light strips. I decided that's something that I need in my life, so I got those, and then I needed something where to stick those lights on, and the only thing I had at home was this beautiful frame. So I got this frame and I stick the lights on it, and it works pretty cool. It gives nice look. Let's check it out. It also gives cool light, and instead of circles you have squarish reflections and light is even across the face, so it's kind of cool. It's not very solid construction. You can hang it from stuff, but you can't really put on something. It can hold its weight, but it's not too strong. Back to the ring light. And I had that ring light idea in my head and I was thinking about it all the time. I couldn't figure out where to stick LED strip on so it's strong enough to have that ring light. And then I was walking past some bicycles and I was like, I have a spare bicycle wheel at home. It have a flat side and you can stick some lights on it. And if you remove spokes, there's a lot of holes, so you can hang it from somewhere, or you can even mount it on something. And then I was thinking, where could I mount the bicycle wheel? And one evening I saw that I have a spare tripod kind of thingy, which is from the backdrops, and it have this big screw which seems kind of serious and it could hold some weight. That was the plan. Now follow the montage. So we take a wheel, remove the spokes. Little thing to think about, spokes are a lot harder to remove than you could imagine. I have to put a lot of force on those pliers to get them. Click, remove the spokes, degrease the surface so the lights stick to it. I pre-soldered cables before, so I don't have to worry about it when it's mounted on a stand. At some point it's also a good idea to drill a bigger hole to fit the screw in so it can hold it. And from there it's pretty simple. Connect the bits and voila, you have a cool ring light. So this light gives a bit of yellowish light. It's more on the warmer side, kind of tungstenish light. But I also wanted to have that blue light, so I went to good old Amazon and ordered a pair of other lights. I ordered a pair just because it was cheaper. Comes with a connector, and you get spare connector, which I will put on this light so I can use same power supply to power both, so I can switch between sides and choose do I want yellow or blue light. And now let's get to work and finish this project. Let's start with some degreasing. Any nail polish would work. Remove all the unnecessary things from previous project. LED strip. It's basically like a sticker. So let's stick it on. Cable will start at the bottom. Here you go, here you go. And cut it off. Ta-da! And I still have a fair bit left, so if I had a bigger wheel I could use it there, or I can just have spare. Or if I had a smaller wheel, I could make maybe 2. That's another thing with wheels, because you have available different sizes, so you can check what you have available and see what size light you need. Now we'll change the old connector from the first project. Take all the blue tapes off for the aesthetics and change them to black, because black is cool. And this connector bit simply have this clicky thing. With these lights you have to make sure that you get plus and minus in the correct order, otherwise they will not work. But that's easy to try. Remember, if you're connecting electric bits and you're filming it, there's a big chance that you might get famous on YouTube by failing it. Okay, that works. And this side still works. Great. Okay, we're done. Now let's put camera back onto it. Luckily I had this little connector bit which fits this big screw, and I can fit my camera here, which is the standard tripod size screw. And one thing I wanted to add is power supply. You have to check what it can handle. I have a little cheap power supply that it's just, I had it. If you use a lot of those lights you need something more powerful, but I have one of these cheap ones that I had from eBay or Amazon, I don't remember, but it has the different voltages you can adjust, and it can also dim a light. Ding, ding. So it starts from around 6, 7.5, you get a little bit of light, you can barely see the dots. Next thing up is already brighter, and it goes up to 12, and then you see this beautifully lit face with those circular reflections in eyes. Oh, nice. Let's finish off this project with a bit of black electrical tape just to secure all the connections so the cables are not hanging everywhere and pulling on stuff. And black always looks cool. Couple ways of how to use it. If you have this ball head kind of thing, you can mount camera on top of it. If you have some sort of rig like this, you can use your smartphone. Oh yeah. You can use your smartphone and mount a microphone on it. If you have a bit heavier camera like a DSLR, then you maybe want to look into a bit more serious ball heads that can handle a bit more weight. If you don't have any ball head, then you can just put your tripod behind the thing. Obviously you have to adjust the heights and all that, but should work just fine. Or if you're running desktop kind of operation, then you can just place it around it. I will show as example with the square one, but any shape should work if you are using it careful. Which I am not. And we have this beautiful light around me. Look at those reflections in eyes. Wow. Amazing. Obviously, doing anything with electricity, you have to be careful and be safe. And like any techie stuff on YouTube, affiliate links are down in description or on my kit page if I manage to put them out there. Thanks for watching. Bye.